Right, next up we're going to set some sweet corn, Ambrosia F1. This is from Mr. Fothergills. It's £2.45 for 35 seeds. There were loads of other varieties of sweet corn there, but chose these. So let's set them. And what I'm going to do, because there's a lot of seeds there, I'm going to use, there's 20s here, so 20 cells, just for saving space really. I mean, they're not going to be in here particularly long, just going to germinate them, and then end of May, early June, I'm going to put them down the allotment. So what we're going to do is put some here like this, just like that, just like that. There they are. And we're going to proceed to get these seeds out. Right, didn't they? So the way you set these, right, I always set them that way up. So what you do, put them in like this. Sweet corn's one of my favourites really. I mean, even from the aspect of aesthetics really, I just think they look pretty good, you know, down the allotment. And one of the benefits of things like sweet corn, because they're a tall, strong plant, you can actually grow runner beans and climbing French beans up them. So more than one use. The Three Sisters, whoops, I've spoke about the Three Sisters in the past, which is where you would have your sweet corn plant, and then you would have runner beans growing up the sweet corn plant, and then at the bottom you'd have something like marrows or courgettes. So you're growing three things like on a three-tier system, and it can be a very good way to utilise space. I might do something like that later in the season and show you just what I mean. And we'll just put the other ones back in the pot. Not in the pot, in the bag, box, packet, whatever you want to call it. And then simply proceed to get your potting compost, multi-purpose compost, and cover over. And then you just get your pen, which I continue to lose today, and write on it what it is. Sweet corn, Ambrosia F1. So that's there. And that's it for the sweet corn. So next is perpetual spinach leaf beet. Now, if there was only a few things that you could grow, this would be one of them, if you like it of course, because it's perpetual, meaning you pick it and it continues to produce a crop. So it's a very worthwhile thing to grow. Get plenty of crop from it, only takes up a small space, and it's relatively easy to grow. And I'll show you a way in which I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get my container here, same procedure really, and I'm going to put that in there like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to get, and there's quite a lot in here, I've already set some, I'm going to get a liberal handful like this, and I'm going to keep it incredibly simple and just proceed to set them like this. I'm going to put quite a lot in there because, you know, I'm going to take them out at a later date. For I'm going to put 10 in here, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, 10. And I'm going to put the other ones back in here. And then I'm simply going to cover that up. And it's going to go in there with the cucumbers. And then they're going to go inside. So where's this? Right. So that is perpetual spinach, leaf beet. So I'm going to put that in there. Now let me show you. Here you go. Now this was some spinach that I set a week or so ago, and I think something actually went in there and spewed all the seeds around. But you can see that within a week or so they've cropped, well, not cropped, but germinated pretty well. So these are probably going to go in the kitchen garden as well. So obviously not yet, but they're quite intriguing because when, as you see, you can see where the seed case was here, look. It sort of comes out the seed case. And then your plant forms. So I'm quite happy with how they've come on. And that is the spinach. Watching the news the other day, and it was talking about childhood obesity here in the UK, and certainly is a problem. I mean, the diet now that children and adults alike follow can be rather atrocious, really. I mean, I think about when I was a kid, and a packet of biscuits would be maybe a treat. Now you can buy a packet of biscuits from a supermarket for, you know, dirt cheap, and, you know, not saying there's no room in one's diet for some biscuits, of course there is, but just not probably as much as most of us do eat of them. But I think it's very important really that the good nutrition message is spread, but not just that, the actual grow your own message as well, because of course you know, it's not everybody's thing, and I totally understand that, but it can be a good thing when cultivated with children. So if anyone out there has got children, or friends of children, or any children who are remotely interested in gardening and growing your own, whether it be flowers, fruit, veg, whatever, allotments, it can be a great thing to get that interest in. I mean, I've been gardening since I was a kid. I'm now 33 years old, and I was brought up on it. So yeah, for me it was part of it. Both sides of my family are very much into gardening, and I know that a lot of people just, their families aren't, and they're not into it. Totally understand that. But so yeah, if you hear of a kid that is asking for a little bit of gardening motivation or help, try and cultivate that within them, and just the general healthy eating, you know, because we got such a huge epidemic now of diabetes, bad teeth. You know, there's so much happening, and a lot of that could be helped just with a little bit of a message put out and a little bit of education, because there's so much. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I really want to do my bit to help the outreach of the Grow Your Own YouTube, the Grow Your Own on television, the Grow Your Own wherever, because I think it is so important and will get increasingly more important. So if you like my work, please feel free to subscribe. You can like, share it, whatever, get the message out. Of course, not just my message and my channel, there's plenty of other channels out there as well. You've got Monty Don on the television, tune into him. There is so much out there. What was that other one with that? What was that woman's name? Charlie Dimmock years ago. Ground Force, that was it, with Tommy Walsh. There's so much out there. So do what you can, and we appreciate your support. So take care, and we will speak soon.